This is Coach Ryan with a simple plank circuit that can be used to reinforce shaping and something you can do at the end of a practice or a training session just to reinforce your shapes and your core. The first exercise is a simple plank. Round back, push through the shoulders, keeping the head neutral. You just want to hold 10 seconds and then lifting each foot 10 seconds at a time. And then you'll do 10 pulses. And when you do the pulses, you want to do it nice, slowly, and controlled. Touch the ground and then lift up your leg. And when you do that, you want to make sure you keep your hips flat and ensure that your hips don't pike. For the next exercises, it's the exact same thing as the previous exercise, except for instead of on your elbows, you're going to push yourself up to a push-up position. And it's the same thing here when you're doing movement. When you lift your leg, making sure your hips are flat and you're keeping a round back. You do 10-second hold with both feet on the ground, 10-second on your right, 10-second on your left, and then you'll do 10 pulses on each side. Next is the side plank. When you're doing this, you want your shoulder directly over your elbow. You want a straight line from your neck all the way down to your toes. You want to make sure your hips are flat, head neutral. Common errors are a pike in the hips or looking down your body. You want to make sure you maintain neutral head position. And then when you're doing the touching the hips and lifting the leg, make sure when you're lifting the leg, you keep your hips nice and tight and flat and not piking. You'll do 10-second hold with both legs together, 10-second lifting the leg, and then 10 reps of the hip touch and leg lift. The goal of this next exercise is to go from a side plank, twist your torso so it's facing the ground, and twisting up and lifting your arm. And the only thing that should move is that position from your shoulder, not to pike in the hips or anything else. And do 10 reps on each side. Last exercise is the modified bridge. You want to start, make sure your heels are directly under your knees. Flex your feet so your toes are up. Squeeze your butt and press your hips off the ground. It should be a straight line from shoulders to knees. And then when you lift your leg, go ahead and flex your feet. And here should be a straight line from your shoulders to your feet, to your heels. There should be no line breaks in the hips, making sure you're pressing your hips when you're lifting your leg. And then you'll do 10 seconds with the legs together, 10 seconds lifting each leg, and then you'll do 10 pulses. And making sure when you're lifting your leg, you're touching your heel softly, you're doing slow movements, doing 10 reps, and making sure when you're lifting that your hips are staying flat.